Hey warrior, welcome to today's video in the 30 days to end emotional eating. Today is day 5 and we're going to talk about having a strong why and getting leverage in the moment so that you can make the best decision for what it is that you really want. So 1, getting clear on your why. Now, I am going to invite you to journal as soon as this video is done about all of the reasons why you want to stop emotional eating, why you want to stop binge eating, or just overeating when you are not hungry, or even just plain old eating when you're not hungry, especially if you find yourself mindlessly consuming food. I feel like I have a ton of energy right now, so sorry if I'm just like throwing it right at you. I just finished recording a warrior team workout and today was back in triceps and it's like my favorite workout of the whole week. So that plus coffee, yeah, I'm totally jacked up right now with energy. Okay, so I want you to jot down as many reasons why you want this to happen. Your why is going to be powerful. It's going to move you. It is not surface level. It usually will disguise itself. At first you might be like, well, I want to lose weight. I want to feel confident and I want to wear this type of clothing and I want to, finally be comfortable on the beach in a bathing suit. And definitely start out with that. But I really want to invite you to keep journaling and get to the deeper stuff. For example, for me, and this took some time to get to when I was beginning my recovery, but for me, my why was I wanted to stop missing out on moments of my life. I was canceling plans. I was physically being present places, but mentally not, because I was fixated or fantasizing about food or binging or feeling very anxious or depressed and wishing that I could be anywhere but that moment. And I realized I am missing out on moments of like the prime time of my life, middle of my 20s. I'm missing out on moments with my family, with people in my family who aren't gonna be around much longer. And binge eating was stealing these moments away from me. Yes, we know how disruptive binge eating can be for our lives, that we stop ourselves sometimes from going out and doing things that we love, or that we're so preoccupied with thoughts that we can't even have any other room for creativity or presence or noticing something or listening to others or being there for other people because we are just so in here. So realizing what these whys are, what's important to you that binge eating and emotional eating are getting in the way of. Let yourself go there. This might be a hard one to acknowledge, but we're ready to do the hard work. That is why you are even here watching this video with me. So leverage. Now, what does leverage mean? Leverage is making that why an immediate need in this moment. It creates either immediate pain for not making a different choice, or it creates an immediate pleasure for choosing the new behavior, okay? So again, this is personal to each and every single one of us, but a really great example of what I liked to use, and I still use in different scenarios for getting leverage of pain. In the moment, if I'm experiencing an urge or I'm experiencing anxiety or I notice my emotional eating voice is louder, is to play the scenario forward, step by step by step. So I wrote it out, and this is super helpful for you to do as well, to write out your play it forward. But then each and every time you want to actually do this with yourself. So it's not just a one-time thing, but it does help to write it out as many times as you need to in the moment when you're experiencing the binge urge. But basically, so I would be experiencing the urge and I would have fantasizing thoughts about going to the grocery store, getting food, sitting on my couch, and just kind of eating and numbing out and getting that good feeling from that. But playing it forward would look like this. If I give in to this binge urge, this is just an example, I'm going to miss my best friend's dinner because I'm going to cancel. And I really do want to go. I really do want to be there. I love my friend. I want to be there for her. And right now, thinking about getting myself there, the traveling there is giving me anxiety, and I am tempted to go and binge eat and sort of sabotage this. If I give into this binge urge and I go to the grocery store, I am not going to just buy one thing. I'm going to buy a ton of things. And once I do that, I'm going to come right home. And even if I tell myself I'm only going to eat 1 or 2 things, I am going to not be able to stop myself. I'm going to physically feel ill after a while. I might feel a spike and comfort and happiness, but when I text my friend that I'm canceling on her, I'm going to feel a pang of guilt and shame, and that's going to trigger me to eat more. I'm going to start to feel physically sick and bloated. My skin is going to start to feel puffy. I know I'm going to get that feeling like in my neck that feels really uncomfortable, where my face sort of feels like it's filled out more. My belly is going to start protruding. It's going to feel tighter and harder. And even more I will feel really disappointed in myself for bailing on my friend, and I'm going to have that loop of the shame and the guilt feelings triggering me to eat more, to feel better, to triggering me to eat more, etc. And I don't want to end my day alone. I don't want to end my day alone feeling sick, feeling bloated, feeling sad, feeling lonely and guilty for not keeping my word to myself about going to my friend's party. And I also don't want to bail on my friend. I don't like the feeling that I get when I bail. Let yourself experience the pain of giving into the urge in the long run. So I'm going to cancel, and then eventually I'm going to be so tired, I'm going to be so drained, I'm going to be so sick that I'm going to have to just drag myself to bed. I'm probably just going to collapse in bed, feeling super full, feeling super out of it. And even if I do have a peaceful night's sleep, I'm probably going to oversleep. I'm going to wake up late, because if I binge eat or emotional eat the night before, it usually means I have this really, I need a lot of sleep to like recover from it. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to feel like I have a food hangover. I am going to have a food hangover, which makes me feel foggy, which makes me feel so sluggish, so lethargic, so uncomfortable. I'm probably going to have to use the bathroom, and it's not going to feel great. I'm going to be really drained, be really on myself because I feel so physically sick and I did it to myself, and I am going to have to make up for that in some way tomorrow, or at least like I'm going to be physically punished or mentally punishing myself for that tomorrow. So I play it out. I take myself through the scenarios and I let myself feel those emotions of why it's painful. Because right now in the urge, I'm just thinking about the immediate gratification, but that's not what it's really about. We know how badly we're going to feel later. So play it forward, choosing a behavior of your own. I just want to make sure I'm saying everything. Now we can picture you playing it forward with your new behavior, with a behavior that you ideally want it to look like. So I'm going to take you through that as well in my example. So I picture myself, instead of indulging in that urge, I picture myself honoring what I need in the moment or to feel my best in going out with my friend. So maybe that for me looks like I want to make sure I'm home by a certain time. I want to secure or have a no stress way of getting there and way of coming home, so that I don't feel like I'm stuck out anywhere that I don't want to be, because that feeling makes me not feel so great. I want to wear something comfortable. I want to wear something, maybe I'll do my makeup in a way that makes me feel really good about myself. Maybe I need to talk about something that's really vulnerable and connecting in that dinner, just so that I feel like I'm getting some good connection and not just a superficial, like I'm physically present, but I'm not mentally in the moment there. I want to encourage you to play this out in the way that is going to make you feel great about your choices, comfortable, and also meeting the needs of what it is you truly need in the moment. Let the calm and the pleasure of that empowered choice allow you to feel really proud of yourself. let yourself be filled with those good feelings, those pleasurable feelings. You'll be living out your why by being extremely intentional with the time that you are going to spend with your friend when you do make that choice, because you know how hard you just had to work to bring that, to make that happen, right? You know the urge you had to overcome. You took yourself out of that, deeply ingrained pattern, and you instead chose something different. And because you chose something different, you're going to be that much more present and focused and there for your friend when you do experience that, which is ultimately you living out your dream, your why, which is not missing out on moments of your life. So I want you to take yourself through that example. I want you to soak up these moments, write it out, journal on it, take as long as you need. Even 20 minutes is like a really good amount of time, but spend as much time you need. Tomorrow, we are going to get into how to interrupt our destructive patterns. So stay tuned for that video. You have the download that you're able to get below, and also the worksheet. The master worksheet with all of the links is right here below. So make sure you click and get your copy of that. All right, you guys, I will see you tomorrow.